Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of the Youth Wisdom series. Today we're going to be checking out Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 8 and we're going to be applying it to our lives to see what it means practically, because it's okay having all the information and wisdom, but if you can't apply it and turn that information into knowledge, then it's just empty words with no value. So Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 8 says this: "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones." There's absolutely loads of wisdom in just those 3 verses. This is what makes God's word so amazing, so deep, so exciting. You can apply it to anything, any situation that you are going through, because it's got this amazing ability to bring light to those places that just seem so hopeless. I don't know about you, but if I'm really honest, I don't always find it that easy to trust in God. The Hebrew word for trust means to have confidence, to be secure, to be bold, to be careless. And when we apply this meaning to the verse, it makes it so much more in depth, and it gives us almost like a recipe for life and also something to live by when we wake up in the morning. Life is so fragile, nothing is stable, nothing is sure, but one thing is sure is that we can trust in God. We know this because God tells us we can, and it's a comfort to know that we can trust him in absolutely any given situation that comes our way. Let your testimony go before you. All the things, all these amazing things that God has already done for you in your life, cling to it and allow it to give you hope. If God has already brought you out of the hard things in the past, then you can be absolutely sure that he is going to do that again for you. He loves you and he wants the best to you, so cling on to what he's already done for you. Think of a really tough situation in your life that's happened to you in the past. I bet you were thinking, I don't know how God is going to get me out of this. But he did, didn't he? And that is just amazing. Cling on to what he's already done for you. So just ask yourself, do you trust God? Do you trust the plans that God has for you? Do you trust his will, his authority in your life? And do you accept that he is sovereign? And if the answer is no, well, don't worry, because God can help you trust in him. Jonah was somebody who needed to trust God a lot more. And trusting God is about obedience. It's about being in reverence to him. And Jonah wasn't very obedient in the beginning. I'm sure you remember the story of Jonah and the big fish. Jonah hated his enemies. He hated the fact that God loved Nineveh so much that he had chosen to give them an opportunity to change. But even worse than that, God was using Jonah himself, to deliver that message. And maybe God is asking you to be a Jonah to someone in your life. When you choose to think that you know best, when you decide to think that you are wise in your own eyes, it all comes back down to pride. And pride is a dangerous thing. In fact, every sin comes back to pride when we think about it. But when you submit to God and when you trust that God knows best for you, you are going to have a much better life. Sadly, all of us really struggle with pride. God tells us to do nothing at all out of self-ambition or vain conceit, rather in complete humility. Value others above valuing yourself. And that's not easy, is it? It's not easy to put others before yourself. Sometimes the only way we can do that is to do it out of complete discipline, by being obedient, and every day we are obedient in some way or another. We have to follow rules. Right now we have to follow social distancing rules, don't we? Let God be on your list too, but don't just let God be on your list. Let God be at the very top of that list. Okay, it's really, really wise to trust in God. So I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you next time for part 4 of our wisdom series.